right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Historic flooding gripping Washington state from west to east. The warning from officials right now.
And from damaging winds to rising rivers, we have all the weather headlines headed your way. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday midweek. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is December the 10th.
It is yet another first alert weather day.
Absolutely. We have been hearing the winds roaring. We've had rain, we've had flooding, and now we are getting word one of the rivers we have been watching just crested.
Let's get right to first alerts. Stacy Lee tracking it again for us.
That's right, guys. I've been keeping an eye on the Natchez River today. It just crested at 20 feet, 20.86 feet at 4 p.m. Now, the good news is this is the height and it's expected to start dropping, but it stays really high, just below major flooding for several hours. In fact, we're not going to drop down until about Friday or Saturday, till things start to calm down out on the Natchez River. There are some level 2 evacuations in place for the region. So once again, be prepared if you live near waterways in our region. Here's what we're anticipating as far as flooding goes. You can see a lot of our rivers still potential flooding right on through Friday as we get a little closer to the Tri-Cities on the Yakima River. We're going to be watching that river from about 4 p.m. on Thursday to Sunday, although we've been seeing flooding elsewhere. Now, cue the winds. It has been very windy. We have had gusts of up to 70 miles an hour, causing downed trees and lots of damage around the area. But you know what? Beautiful sunset out right now, so we'll stay on the sunny side here. 65 degrees outside. Winds are sustained at 37 in the Tri-Cities, but they're gusting between 55 and 60 right now. So very strong winds once again, still dealing with that tonight. Temperatures on the warm side. We're in the 60s for most of our area. Ellensburg down to 59. So the flood risk remains very high through the region into the weekend. Strong gusty winds at least through tomorrow morning. Our showers are going to start to dry up as we head towards the weekend, and our temperatures remain 15 to 20 degrees above the average. I'll break it all down for you guys coming up. Austin, Wendy.
All right, Stacy, thank you. Benton County officials are closely monitoring rising water levels on the Yakima River as flooding threatens several low-lying areas. Emergency managers say heavy rainfall upstream is filling the Yakima River and pushing more water toward Richland, West Richland, and Benton City. They are using historical data, especially from the 2009 flood, to predict what areas could see impacts as the river approaches similar crest levels. The county also tracks an upstream gauge at Parker, which gives them roughly a 24-hour heads up before that water reaches the Tri-Cities. Officials are urging residents in the floodplain to avoid the riverbanks, prepare livestock, move valuables to higher ground, and sign up for alerts through the Code Red notification system.
We had a meeting this morning with all of the potentially affected parties so that, again, that we're all on that same page. We'll utilize our Emergency Operations Center, which is the room that you're in now, to coordinate that event so that it makes it easier for everyone to have that same picture of what's happening.
For the latest flood updates and resources, of course, you can always check in with AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
With flooding possible in the Tri-Cities this weekend, one local celebrity is stepping up to help her community prepare. Faith Martin, who many remember from The Golden Bachelor, lives in Benton City and has been getting her horses ready in case the Yakima River rises. She posted on Facebook saying her truck and trailer are already hooked up, and she's offering to help anyone who may need to evacuate their horses, even if it means making several trips with her 2-horse trailer.
So really it makes it hard because when people have to put urgency behind, in front of catastrophe, and then the horses are a little more nervous and things can get a little out of hand sometimes. So my suggestion is, if you think you're going to be in the floodplain and could have potential flooding, to contact somebody if you don't have a horse trailer.
To connect with Faith, she suggests you reach out to her on Facebook. Coming up tonight on the news at 6, we'll stay in Benton City and tell you where you can get free sandbags.
Emergency officials in Yakima County are reminding residents to stay away from riverbanks and any flooded or unstable areas. Yakima Valley Emergency Management issued a level 2 flood warning from Sundown M Ranch just north to Selah to the gap of Selah. In Natchez, they also issued a level 2 get set evacuation notice starting at the Little Natchez River and extending east to South Natchez Road. This includes all lands and properties within 200 feet of the river. In addition, several roads are closed in Kittitas County, including Route 10 and Route 906. Yakima Valley Emergency Management and Kittitas County Fire District have sandbags available at multiple locations. For more information about road closures and locations to get the sandbags, you can go to our website too, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Emergency officials tonight urge you to call 911 if you know anyone who is trapped by the flooding and in need of help. Other news on this Wednesday, a Franklin County prosecutor is out of a job after a DUI arrest in broad daylight. Washington State Patrol says 37-year-old Joseph Farholt was stopped Friday after a driver reported he nearly hit her on I-182. Troopers say he was straddling the center line and then his front tire blew out as he took the ramp. They tell us his speech was slurred, his eyes watery, and he was barefoot. A breath test showed 0 alcohol, but troopers say other field tests showed signs of impairment. He was arrested, agreed to a blood draw, and later resigned from his position with the prosecutor's office.
We know, we have the statistics, we have the data that shows that impaired driving is a very dangerous thing that we see on the roads, and it is preventable. As far as whether it's a person in position or not, it doesn't take away the fact that they're putting others at risk.
The case is now being prosecuted by Pasco municipal attorneys to avoid any conflict of interest. Toxicology results are still pending.
Kennewick police say they arrested the suspect connected with a shooting at a Kennewick apartment that killed a 16-year-old boy December 3rd. KPD says detectives issued a warrant for a 15-year-old West Richland boy, and last night they tracked him to Union Gap with the assistance of the FBI. Multiple law enforcement agencies served 2 search warrants at homes in Yakima County, one on West Pine Street and another on Summit View Road in Cowiche. KPD says the 15-year-old was found at the Union Gap location and arrested without incident, adding that guns were found at both homes and seized as evidence. The boy was taken to the Benton Franklin Juvenile Justice Center on a charge of first-degree murder. But that wasn't the only arrest at the Union Gap home.
Yeah, during the same operation, a second suspect in a break-in at Hubby's Pizza in Kennewick was arrested. 20-year-old Andres Medina Garcia was sent to the Yakima County Jail. As you may recall, on the morning of October 16th, KPD responded to the restaurant around 4:30 in the morning. They arrived to find a hole through the side of the building from a stolen Kia and a damaged ATM in the parking lot. However, the thieves were thwarted when they couldn't get the ATM open or in the car. Kennewick police say the man was also connected to a break-in at Summers Hub.
4 washed-out workers are hurt, one of them seriously, after troopers say a pickup truck jumped across US 395 and slammed into a work crew in Kennewick this morning. It happened around 10:15 at 395 and Yelm Street. Washington State Patrol says an elderly driver likely suffered a medical episode, first crashing into median barriers while headed north, then continuing across oncoming lanes where the barriers end. That's when troopers say the truck hit 4 washed-out workers who were doing sidewalk maintenance. The driver told troopers he remembers getting gas earlier in the morning, but then nothing after that. Drugs and alcohol are not believed to be factors.
Pasco leaders are moving ahead with plans to secure new legal representation for the city. At Monday night's City Council meeting, they discussed its ongoing search for a new city attorney, with current attorney Eric Ferguson set to step down at the start of next year. City Manager Harold Stewart says the city has been running two processes, one to hire an in-house attorney and another to find a temporary outside firm through a request for proposals.
Not having a lot of confidence in getting a lot of applicants because it's a tough position to fill and recruit. We simultaneously also move forward with doing an RFP, request for proposals for any law firm interested in serving as the city attorney for the city of Pasco.
Council members voted to move forward with Ogden Murphy Wallace as interim legal counsel while the search continues.
Turning to sports now, Richland and Kamiakin's boys basketball teams played in a highly anticipated matchup between two of the best teams in the Tri-Cities. Richland has won the Mid-Columbia Conference 4 years in a row, and they quickly demonstrated why. The Bombers defeated the Braves on the road 74-46. It was just the first game of the year for Richland, and their coach gave his thoughts on the team's opening performance.
Well, we knew we had a pretty good club. We've had 17 or 18 practices, and we kind of pushed back our preseason, so it's our first game of the night of the year, and found out we got to fix some things, and found some things that we really liked, and happy where we're at.
Richland will be traveling to Utah this weekend, playing 3 of the top schools from the state in an effort to put their team to the test.
All right, still ahead here on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5. Franklin County leaders demand action on a deadly stretch of Highway 395, the work session that brought officials and the community together today.
Plus, Stacy's coming back with your all-important full First Alert weather forecast on this First Alert weather day. She's talking flooding, she's talking windy weather. Stay with us.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
Like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house. Hitting the slopes in a Built Wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
More Furniture has partnered with local nonprofit organizations to help our customers remove unwanted furniture from their homes. When you replace a room with More, we'll pick up your old items and donate them locally. Simply make a purchase, snap a photo of your donation, and we'll take care of the rest when your new items are delivered. What could be more win-win than clearing your space and making a difference in your community? Visit your local showroom for details.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
You're invited to our Christmas light show.
Christmas is coming to Pasco. Join us Saturday, December 13th as Peanuts Park transforms into a winter wonderland for Winterfest from 3 to 6 p.m. Enjoy holiday music, crafts, kids' games, tasty treats, and a visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus. Before 5, we'll draw the scavenger hunt grand prize winner. Then gather as we light Pasco's heritage Christmas tree to kick off the season. Winterfest, December 13th at Peanuts Park, presented by the City of Pasco.
Looking for Santa Claus? He's right here with us at Queensgate Gardens. Visit us today for your best selection of Christmas trees and wreaths for this season's holiday cheer. Bring your family and find the perfect tree. Customize your own wreath and pick out fresh, colorful poinsettias. Visit us at Queensgate Gardens today.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
Like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house. Hitting the slopes in a Built Wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
Kraken Mammoths. Coverage begins at 6 Friday on My Network TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Franklin County leaders, along with state senators and representatives, say they've had enough of the deadly crashes on Highway 395.
Commissioners Stephen Bauman and Clint Didier convened a work session earlier today at the Hapo Center where officials and families called for urgent safety improvements.
The crashes north of Pasco have prompted lawmakers to push for region-wide discussions about long overdue highway fixes.
We need a solution now. We're losing people. And the near misses out there, we can't even count them.
Well, State Senator Nikki Torres and Representative Mark Clicker say they're working on temporary fixes while pushing for other long-term solutions. WashDOT says the corridor will continue to be evaluated through their statewide safety system, but no projects are currently scheduled. Leaders called today's meeting a reset on accountability, demanding concrete steps before more lives could be lost on Highway 395.
In continuing coverage now, as West Richland continues to grow, the city and the Washington State Department of Transportation have partnered to drive a major road improvement project to transform key intersections and enhance safety and access. Construction began this July, led by project engineer Matt DeGroot. The first phase at East Rupert Road and Belmont Boulevard reopened this Monday. The project now moves into building a roundabout at the Paradise and Van Giesen intersection. As for the next phase, a 12-foot wide multi-use asphalt pathway from Antonori Road to the racetrack will serve runners, bikers, and walkers, extending to 62nd Avenue, with 10-foot sidewalks in downtown areas to improve accessibility. Installing 5 roundabouts is also part of the project.
DOT definitely favors roundabouts, primarily for their safety benefits, and there are a lot of different things that contribute to that, just with slowing traffic down in a roundabout, separating decisions of pedestrians and vehicles.
The project is scheduled for full completion by spring 2027, with phases designed to minimize road closures and manage construction crews efficiently.
Well, people in the state of Washington on edge right now as historic flooding takes over many parts of the state, to the west side, now to the east side.
Yeah, these videos shot by our own Jim Kuntz show the Yakima River. It shows the Granger Amphitheater, plus shots of areas near the river at Wapato, the Wapato exit right off I-82. Officials are warning we are not out of the woods just yet.
Governor Bob Ferguson declared a statewide emergency response to the major flooding. He said he is also requesting an expedited emergency declaration from the federal government, calling the next few days critical to safety. Now, by declaring this state emergency, not only can the state seek federal funds for recovery, but other federal resources can be accessed to help with safety and protection measures. Governor Ferguson also activated the National Guard to help communities directly impacted by floodwaters.
Not only are we dealing with flooding concerns, the wind today causing a big mess, especially for one homeowner in Kennewick.
Absolutely. Take a look here. This actually happened at a home near downtown Kennewick. Faith Matthews and Shauna Morgan sent us these photos and videos. My goodness, here the bulldozer even had to be called in to try to remove the downed trees from the property. There it goes. Now, thankfully, we're told no one was hurt and the house wasn't damaged, but the wind definitely leaving some homeowners throughout our region with huge messes to clean up.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And yes, we have a very high wind warning going on. There's probably no leaves left on your tree, so I wore my little leaf earrings today in honor of all the fallen leaves. The gusty winds, though, no joke. You saw the damage that we were seeing around town, many downed trees all through the city of Kennewick. These are the current wind gusts that we're dealing with right at the moment, 43 miles an hour, 46 in Connell, up in the mountains, White Pass, 49 miles an hour. So strong damaging winds. These can cause power outages, and as we saw, downed trees in the area. This is a better look at that tree over there in Kennewick. My good friend Shauna sent that one in to us. So again, very active weather continues throughout the area. 65 looking into the heart of downtown Yakima, our Weimar Skycam. Our feels like temp 65 now. Winds a little bit lighter there, sustained though at 17 miles an hour, but gusting much stronger than that. Temperatures are staying nice and warm. Look at this, we're in the 60s. We've even been breaking some records. I'll show you those here in a few minutes. Let's talk about the atmospheric river. There it is. It's getting smaller. I promise it is getting smaller, but it's been very active once again on the west side of the state and mainly to the northern portion of the Cascades. So still bringing floodwaters down through all of our rivers, creeks, and streams flowing out of the Cascades. And the weather pattern for tomorrow looks a little bit lighter. There's still a slight chance of some light showers here on the east side, but we'll continue to see more rain impacting the west side of the state, which means our flood alerts will continue. Here's the Yakima and Natchez River flood areas from Cle Elum going towards the east, heading on down a little further from Ellensburg and to the east to Umtanum. And then as we take a peek at the Natchez River, again, we've been seeing flooding there. That one just crested at 4 o'clock today. We get a little bit further from the Natchez flowing into the Yakima River. These are all of our flood alerts through the region. And then finally, we'll end at the Kiona station from Benton City to West Richland. Now, that one isn't expected to crest until Friday night, so we'll be keeping a close eye on that throughout the weekend. Again, that Natchez River crested today at 4 o'clock at 20.86 feet, so just below major flooding levels, and those levels will remain high for the next 24 to 48 hours. The Yakima River near Parker, this is the one upstream from the Kiona station, will also see its crest sometime around 10 o'clock in the morning and then move its way down. And again, staying at moderate zones. The Yakima River, Kiona, a lot of us watching that for our friends in Benton City, West Richland area. That one is expected to crest in the next 96 hours at about 15.56. Again, we're expecting that around 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So active weather continues and flooding continues through the area. Our lows tonight look like daytime highs for this time of year. Normally, these would be nice daytime highs for December, but these are our overnight lows as that subtropical moisture continues to keep our air very, very warm throughout the area. So again, let's talk about some records, guys. We broke records for the last 2 days, the 8th and the 9th in Yakima for warm temperatures, way above the average there. So extended forecast, another warm day in the 60s for the Tri-Cities. We have first alert weather days right on through Sundays. We're going to keep an eye on that Yakima River. And then we have another round of showers it looks like coming our way early next week. Here's Yakima, flood threat there. We have alert days for Thursday and Friday with more wet weather as we head towards the end of the week there, or the beginning, I should say, of next week. Flood threats remain high in the Ellensburg area. More first alert weather days there. Walla Walla, temperatures staying in the 60s, and again, very warm. Typically, our temperatures are in the 30s and 40s for our daytime highs. That's more like our overnight lows at this point, so kind of weird to be seeing that. And then, yeah, breaking temperature records the last couple of days in Yakima. So I'm sure a couple of other towns have broken records. I've been busy dealing with river flooding, so I'll get those stats together for everybody.
Yeah, we got to keep everybody safe first. Yeah,
Yes.
Your order of operations. But oh my goodness,
But we all like a good record
weather.
to be beat, right?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
This one's all right. Now, if it were the other way, if it were breaking cold records, then.
And as far as this wind goes, guys, it's been horrible all day long, and it looks like our wind alert will stay in place till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we'll be dealing with it all night tonight. Hopefully things calm down tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right. We'll keep everybody posted. Coming up next, we are going to bring you the spotlight from Grandview.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday starting at 4 p.m.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
During the GMC holiday event, get a total value of over $8,200 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus, get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. We are professional grade.
At Fred's Appliance, we understand dishwashers, and nobody carries more Bosch dishwashers than us. We're the #1 Bosch dealer in the region, so you won't find this kind of selection in box stores. With every model in stock and ready to go, you can get a new dishwasher today. Swing into Fred's. We have thousands of in-stock get-it-today appliances, making us the most convenient choice around. Your local appliance expert since 1962. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
More Furniture has partnered with local nonprofit organizations to help our customers remove unwanted furniture from their homes. When you replace a room with more, we'll pick up your old items and donate them locally. Simply make a purchase, snap a photo of your donation, and we'll take care of the rest when your new items are delivered. What could be more win-win than clearing your space and making a difference in your community? Visit your local showroom for details.
Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric wants you to stay warm now and pay later. Upgrade your HVAC system today and take advantage of $2,000 in federal tax credits. That's right. When you combine your $2,000 federal tax credit, exclusive Daikin savings, and local utility rebates, you could get up to $5,750 in total savings. Don't miss out. These federal tax credits expire soon. This winter, don't leave it to chance. Call Vance. Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric.
Season's greetings from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
Grandview Middle School students learned what it means to be collaborators. They attended the first LEGO League qualifier where they had to innovate, construct, and write code. You're watching Apple Valley News Now.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
We're cooking up something special. Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously. A collection of signature products you won't find anywhere else. Meticulously prepared with only the freshest ingredients and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Celebrate the season at Queensgate Gardens. Fresh trees, wreaths, poinsettias, ornaments, and perfect gifts. Meet bilingual Papa Noel every Thursday night and Santa all weekend. Papa Noel nos visita los jueves. Queensgate Gardens in Richland, where Christmas grows.
Christmas is coming to Pasco. Join us Saturday, December 13th as Peanuts Park transforms into a winter wonderland for Winterfest from 3 to 6 p.m. Enjoy holiday music, crafts, kids games, tasty treats, and a visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus. Before 5, we'll draw the scavenger hunt grand prize winner. Then gather as we light Pasco's heritage Christmas tree to kick off the season. Winterfest, December 13th at Peanuts Park, presented by the City of Pasco.
Enter Santa's Big Give and maybe win $500 from Coca-Cola of Yakima Tri-Cities or a $200 gift card from Bank CDA. Enter at contests on AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Win big from Coca-Cola, Bank CDA, and Apple Valley News Now.
She saw a link.
Through, I think it was Apple Valley News.
And in less than a year, her family had their first home. Thanks to Letitia Young for using a link at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
It's an amazing feeling.
Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
Apple Valley News Now's Christmas Wish wants to help local families this holiday season.
Do you know someone who needs a bill paid or something else they can't afford?
If so, let us know, and maybe we can help.
And we hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we leave you with a reason to smile. Take a look at that full moon thanks to Lifetime Dental.
We'll be back at 6.
Have a good night.